what a fucking run that was to start the morning. So that was 10k drop sets. We'd done 2 sets of 1.2k at marathon pace, which I don't have a marathon pace, so I tried to calculate it off my half marathon time last week, which bearing in mind was an easy pace. So I just held 440 pace for the first 2 sets of 1.2k, and then we dropped that to 2 sets of 1k. We then dropped that to 2 sets of 800 meters, and then dropped that to 2 sets of 600 meters. And each time you drop set, you go 5 seconds faster. So yeah, that was that. Felt great, can't lie, felt fucking amazing. That's like my last, I'd say, hard proper run prior to Bangkok, because we are literally going to have to get the quickest double session in which you've ever seen today, because tomorrow is Silence Day in Bali, which I've got to be honest, I had no fucking idea about, and I'll explain the kind of concept about it or behind it later on. But this gym shuts at 12 today, so we got to go home, we got to eat, and then we got to get ready, come back at around about 10 a.m. It's just gone 7, and then get the second session in. And literally, bearing in mind, it is now technically the end of rainy season. This is literally what it looks like outside right now. So yeah, we're in March currently. Rainy season was meant to have wrapped up in Feb, I believe. I mean, look at that. Absolutely fucking tipping it down, but I don't really give a fuck. I need to get home, I need to eat, I need to grab my coffee. So I'm just gonna have to brave it. Wish me luck. Bruh, stopped off to get my coffee in the usual spot, and I'm absolutely drenched. Like, I literally feel the puddles in my running shoes right now. But I leave for Thailand on Friday. Like I say, everything's shut tomorrow because it's Silence Day. When I get back from Thailand, Crate, this place, would have moved to Pereranan. So this is going to be my last coffee in the spot in which I've got coffee at each and every morning since I landed in Bali. So I wanted to enjoy my last coffee here regardless, but yeah, could have been under better circumstances. I mean, look, absolutely pissing it down. Yeah, absolutely pissing it down, but it's what it is. I've ordered my coffee regardless. I'm going to enjoy that, and then I'm going to be off home, order my first meal, get ready, and then it looks like I'm heading back to the gym. Right, so disaster has struck because we had our order cancelled from Open House because they couldn't get a driver to deliver the food to me. Drivers are in high demand today, quite clearly. I did hear today was going to be absolutely carnage, obviously day before Silence Day. But luckily, Motion Cafe is down the road from me and they came to the rescue. Now, I've never actually ate from Motion before, so that's kind of risky, bearing in mind I'm off to Thailand in the next few days and I'm yet to have fell victim to Bali belly. So we're gonna have to, kind of just go with it. But we got our order. We ordered what we would have from Open House just from Motion Cafe. So I'll eat this now and give you a little review afterwards. Review time. So, can't lie, it was very, very good. It was very, very good. The only thing in which I would say Open House has on Motion Cafe is the veg. The veg is way better at Open House, but the eggs, the chicken, maybe not the sourdough. Sourdough's probably on par, but the veg is way better at Open House. That broccoli was still fucking raw. The mushrooms were probably better, in all fairness. Mushrooms were probably better, but chicken. Now, they marinated that chicken. I'm not sure what they marinated it in. Probably quite dangerous, probably added a load of hidden calories to it, but this is just a one-off. I don't eat it every single day. But that chicken, my God, absolutely banging, right? Eggs were superb as well. Like I said, sourdough was also very, very nice. I probably would go back. I probably would try it again. Open House would be my first choice, but I can't lie, Open House has been so fucking inconsistent recently. So inconsistent with... I had one of my orders cancelled earlier in the week. They forgot something in one of my orders. Then they got something wrong. Like, yeah, Open House is really, really lacking in their standards. And we all know me at this point, I'm a consistent bastard. So yeah, gonna head to the gym now. Gonna try and pick up my clothes first because I did have a washing delivery to pick up on, well, yesterday, but I didn't. And I've gone there today and they're not open. So I'm off to Bangkok Friday. And like I say, tomorrow everything shucks, it's Silence Day. So if I don't get my clothes today, I'm pretty much fucked. Like, I'm absolutely fucked. I have nothing to take to Bangkok with me. I'm gonna have to pray that they sell some running shorts and socks at that High Rocks event, which they normally do. But yeah, if not, I'm fucked. Like, I am fucked. fucked. So yeah, I'm gonna head to that place first, the laundry place, and then I'm gonna head to the gym afterwards. I'm probably not gonna hit the session in which I was originally gonna hit. I'm just probably gonna do an arms and delts instead, because I haven't got an awful lot of time left, because open house, again, they were just longing out my delivery. I was waiting for it, etc, etc. But I'm just gonna have to ultimately go in and wrap up the second session of the day. I'll probably, like I say, just do an arms and delts. Not gonna do my original high rock session in which I was going to do. So you're probably thinking like, well, Finn, why don't you just skip the session then if you're not going to do your original session anyway? Because training twice a day, it is invoked within me, right? I just don't think I'd be able to go a day without training twice a day. I'm going to have to tomorrow, but that's not the point, right? I've kind of got my hands tied in that situation. I have to get to the gym twice a day, man. Like, honestly, that's just... I feel like I just wouldn't function without it. Do you know what I mean? I would just be a miserable fucking bastard if I'm out of routine. Like, trust me, you do not want to put me out of routine. I'm a miserable fucking bastard. So, yeah, see you at the gym. Right, this place is sheer fucking carnage. So obviously everyone's trying to get in their workout before the gym closes at 12. This is genuinely worse than Padel in Marbella and B1 in Dubai. This isn't normally that sort of gym. But like I say, everyone is trying to get in their workout today before the gym closes. So yeah, we're going to struggle to get on some kit. I've managed to grab a cable, and we're just going to have like a makeshift arms and delts workout. So yeah, let's crack on. Right, so we have just finished up the workout. That was just a very light arms and delts session. Didn't film the whole thing because I wasn't actually meant to film within those hours of the gym being open. I think I might have mentioned it in the last video. The gym now has allocated times in which you can film with your tripod, so I had to keep it quite discreet, but done 3 bicep exercises, 3 tricep exercises, just kept it very light, 12 to 15 reps. I definitely did not get enough recovery time in between the 2 sessions today, because obviously, look, my hands were tired. I had to do what I needed to do, but yeah, felt absolutely battered throughout that session. So actually quite looking forward to a rest day tomorrow, with of course everything being closed. But after the workout, I went to check the laundry place to see if it's open. It looks like it's not open, which is so frustrating because they virtually got majority of my clothes there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have got clothes that I can take to Thailand, but both of my quote-unquote race day shorts that I plan to take to Thailand with me are in that laundry pile. So yeah, it's so fucking annoying. And the most frustrating thing about it as well is that I was meant to collect it yesterday, so it's my fault. I mean, they didn't tell me they were closed Wednesday, but it's my fault. Realistically, I was meant to collect that yesterday. I didn't, so this falls on me. This falls on me completely. But yeah, I know a majority of High Rocks events, they do sell like Puma running shorts, so I may just have to grab a pair of them. I do have VQ sport shorts, but I much preferred running in my Represent race day shorts. So I want to try and get something similar at the High Rocks event. They usually do sell shorts, like I mentioned, so fingers crossed we can grab some of them. We can grab some running socks as well, and we should be sorted. Oh my God. You would not believe the fucking day in which I have had. But it's ended well. It's ended well. All things considered, we've managed to end the day on a win. Not only have I just wrapped up a great round of check-ins, but we got the clothes. We got the clothes. Oh, thank fuck for that. You'd not believe the day in which I've had. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it was nothing. It was really nothing, right? I'm not going to stress the small things. I'm not going to get caught up on the small things, never, right? Because there is always going to be someone in a worse off situation than you. So 9 times out of 10, you have nothing to fucking moan about. Unless your situation is that fucking drastic, then okay, maybe you do. But there is always going to be someone worse off. Now, my day started, like I said, with the intervals this morning. I then had to come home, had my food order cancelled, so I had to go elsewhere for food. Went back to the gym, having not really fully recovered in between the 2 sessions in order to hit my second session because the gym was shutting early. I then went to grab my post-workout meal. Now, went to where I usually do. I'm friendly with the staff. They know me at this point. They know me by face, at least. I went there. Oh, when do you shut today? Because obviously everyone shuts a little bit earlier when Silence Day, or the day before Silence Day, should I say. We shut at 5, sir. Okay, superb. So I'll order the rest of my meals for today at 4, which was literally only 2 meals. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I go there at 4. No, sorry, sir, we've had a influx of orders. We're not taking on any more orders. Right, shit, okay. So I went into a supermarket to stock up on some more food. Already went to a supermarket prior to stock up on some food for tomorrow, which I'm going to be cooking, by the way, for the first time in 2 months later on. Went back into a supermarket, went back into the supermarket, and where it's so busy because everyone's stocking up on food because everywhere's going to be shut tomorrow, these queues literally started outside the shop just to pay for your shopping. It was ridiculously fucking busy. I've never seen anything like it. Like, if you're living in the UK and you thought that back in the day when people were absolutely stressing and panicking over the petrol shortage and what that was like, this was 10 times worse. This was 10 times worse. Anyway, you then know the situation around my washing. I messaged the number outside the shop just off the chance that they might reply. Messaged them on WhatsApp. They got back to me straight away. Hey, sorry, we're shut today. We're open again on Friday. Sorry, I'm leaving for Bangkok Friday. I really need the clothes. Is there any chance you would be able to open up the shop to allow me to get them clothes? Luckily, the guy was a true gent and he let me get the clothes, which thank fuck for that, because otherwise I would have been leaving for Bangkok with nothing in my suitcase and I would have had to get all my clothes out there. So that really kind of saved me a little bit of a sticky situation there. So massive shout out to him. Yes, he was tipped very, very heavily, so do not worry about that. He was a true gent and I'm extremely grateful for him. But with that, yeah, today has been a little bit of a shit show. Just basically, if you're unaware what Silence Day is in Bali, I was completely unaware until the start of the week. But Silence Day is essentially a day in which you have to stay inside. You cannot go outside. So I can technically go onto my balcony, but I can't go into the street. Police will be patrolling the streets just in case anyone is not following the rules, and they will either fine them or arrest them. So I won't be able to go for any steps tomorrow. I won't be able to go for a run. Can't go to the gym or anywhere because everywhere's shut. So you essentially are on house arrest for a day. You stock up on a shit ton of food. Yes, I can go onto my balcony. I can use the pool in the garden, etc. But that's pretty much all I can do. I can't do anything else. I literally just have to lock in, get check-ins done, which again is another thing which is massively up in the air because they usually shut off all Wi-Fi, but my Airbnb host has told me that the Wi-Fi should be working. He said should though. So again, that's a little bit up in the air. I'm going to have to message clients tonight just to give them the heads up, just in case worse comes to worse. But yeah, it's been stressed today. I'm about to cook my last meal now, which I did obviously try to order earlier, and I'm going to be cooking for the first time in what will be 2 months. So let's hope I don't fucking burn down the kitchen. Fingers crossed. But anyway, I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow because I'm so fucking exhausted after today. That probably didn't sound like an awful lot, but it was just the stress of like, oh fuck, can't get my clothes, can't order my food, need to go to a supermarket. Was queuing up for about an hour. It was just like, basically all roads are, like a lot of roads are shut as well. So even driving around was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was just a mad one. It was a mad one today, but all stress is good stress, right? How do we grow our muscles? We put them under stress. How do you think we grow our mind? It's the exact same process. See you tomorrow. Right, all right, gang. So it is now the following day and we are actually coming to the end of what is Silence Day. There is a name for it. I completely forgot what it is, but there is a name for it. I got some messages overnight like, oh mate, I'm absolutely creasing at you calling it Silence Day, this, that, the other. Honestly, that's what I've been getting told all week. It's just called Silence Day. Apparently there is a name for it. And the reasoning behind it, from what I have now learned, is that it's a day where basically all the lights go out, everything shuts, everything closes, so the bad spirits can leave the island. That's ultimately why it is, right? You learn something new each and every day. But no, we're coming towards the end of this day. It has been productive.
productive. I say it's been productive. It's been about as productive as what it can be. Obviously, I haven't been able to train today, haven't been able to leave the house. So with that, literally just woke up, listened to a podcast, done some reading, made my meal one, got straight into check-ins, filmed a load of short form reels, done some plan updates, and now I'm about to edit them short form reels into the evening prior to a little bit of education to wrap up the day. I still do have to pack my bags for Bangkok as well. So yeah, need to make sure that I get that done, because otherwise I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm going to be in one hell of a rush, and I certainly do not want that. But yeah, not a lot to report back on today. Like I say, it's virtually house arrest for a day. So yeah, been about as productive as what it could be. I got to be honest, I've really struggled today in regards to just being able to focus. Obviously, for those of you that know me, my routine is everything. When I'm not in routine, I'm fucking miserable. And I haven't been able to train today, haven't been able to go to the gym and get moving, get a sweat on, get some blood flowing. And usually that's like my ritual to start the day, right? I wake up and I get straight out the door, no matter what I'm doing, whether that's a run, whether that's low intensity, steady state, whether that is Muay Thai, it doesn't matter. I just need to get out and I need to get training in order to really switch on my brain to go into the rest of the day and show up and perform in the way in which I know I can and to the best of my ability. I haven't been able to do that today, so I can't lie. There's definitely been a lot more procrastination than what there normally is. And it kind of just blows my mind that this is some guys' day to day. Some guys do genuinely just wake up and open the laptop, and that is just not me. It never has been me, and it never will be me. I'm not trying to be like anyone else. I'm not trying to be like one of them guys that wakes up at the crack of dawn and straight away they open the laptop and they're dialed in. I just wouldn't be able to do that. I know for a fact that in order to perform the best I can, I need to get out of the house. I need to do my cardio first thing. I need to get that first win of the day. Haven't been able to do that, so yeah, it's been a little bit tricky, but it is one day in the grand scheme of things. Really doesn't matter. But anyway, gonna wrap this video up here. Not really the video in which I wanted, but as you know, these vlogs, not only are they coming twice per week, but they're just gonna be a complete raw, transparent view of my day-to-day and my life as a whole. And yeah, the past few days have been pretty uneventful. I say uneventful, yesterday was pretty eventful, but in all the wrong ways, right? Training was lackluster, meals were hard to get in, and there was a lot of loose ends to tie up, but we managed to get it done, and we've managed to see out what is Silence Day. So yeah, tomorrow I wake up at the crack of dawn and I'm off to the airport to fly off to Bangkok. We got our next High Rock solo coming up, baby. So yeah, we'll take you along with me for the journey. Like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.